Rocko, man. How you doing, man? Glad to catch up with you.
I'm alright. I gotta say, I'm okay, you know?
So, in the last one, you kind of, you took off. I understand, you had to get your fix or whatnot. But, I had other things to talk to you about, and a lot of people were asking, how did you get the name Cock4Rock? Like, how did you get that name?
Well, that's a very interesting story. So first off, let me say that I know when you hear Cock4Rock, you kind of freak out or whatever, but it's no homo, it's, excuse me, I don't want to offend anyone, but it's no funny business. Let's say that, okay? It's no funny business. Okay, so I actually got the name Cock4Rock because when I was like, this handsome little stud or whatever, like I told you. Did I tell you in the first one? Yeah, I started real young, but when I was still a hot stud, I used to have at least about 5, even maybe 6, about 5 to 6 damn women. And I'm talking about, I won't lie to you, man. I won't lie to you. Like, all of them wasn't drop dead gorgeous, but, three of them, I'm talking about beautiful, beautiful. And the rest, they were, what you would call average, and I had one was a plumber, but all these women had their own houses, they had cars, they had money, and I would, basically fuck them for money to buy my rock, and one day a guy that I was hanging with, he, I don't know, I guess he was jealous of the situation. And he doesn't even get high. I think that's the part that really got to him, that, here I am, this guy that doesn't have his shit together and is smoking crack cocaine, but I still have these beautiful women. I have all these beautiful women and they're doing whatever for me. So I guess he couldn't understand that, or, that kind of got to him. And he went behind my back and he started to tell some of these different women that I was seeing the other women and that I was using for money, that I was on drugs. Yeah, he went, he told these women that. So, these women, one by one confronted me, and it all happened in a week's time. It was like a different woman would cut me off for each day of the week, when he did that, he really kind of took me off track there, I can't lie. And I was kind of mad at him, but he died recently, and I'm not saying I have anything to do with it, but yeah, he died. So I forgive him, whatever. So but yeah, that's how I get the name Cock4Rock, man. I was, that's what I was doing, man.
Okay, so in the last one, we were talking about your childhood and that your dad would beat your mom.
Yeah. That's what was going on a lot in the house when my dad was around. They were together. Like I told you, my dad, he drinks, he smokes weed, he smokes crack, he shoots heroin. He would shoot Roxy, snort cocaine, pop ecstasy pills. Like, you know, like I said, you name it, and he's done it, or he's doing it, you know. And so he would have these kind of issues, like he had low self-esteem. You know, he had low self-esteem because, you know, even though he's like, my mom doesn't know that he's doing drugs, he knows he's doing drugs. And so, you know, it's just the guilt eating him up, and he just thinks that he really didn't deserve my mom. And so he would accuse her of sleeping with different men at her job, you know. And yeah, he would just go in these rages, and he would just start to beat her, you know. And yeah, like, you know, like I said on the last one, you know, I got tired of that shit, man. Once I came of age, you know, yeah, I had to put a stop to that shit, man, you know. But I mean, hey, my dad, you know, before he died, he was always feeling real guilty, you know, because my dad was no fucking prize, you know. I mean, like, he would take me with him into, you know, what they would call trap houses, you know, and he would take me when he scored his dope, and he'll take me in his house by this guy named Willie. You know, he stayed in this house pushed to the back in the 9th Ward, and that's where they would go get high, in that house. And I remember he would bring me there, and he was telling me sit in the car. And I remember one night, you know, I didn't listen to him. You know, I was like, I'm tired of this shit. You know, we always come in here late at night. It's about 1, 2 in the morning. You know, some days I probably have school, and he's waking me up, telling me ride with him. So I got tired of that shit, and I went to the door, and when I get to the door, the guy Billy was dead. He's just like, he's sitting in the chair, and his eyes are rolled in the back of his head, and he has the needle sticking out his arm. And, you know, I'm like, the fuck, he's dead. And when my dad saw me, his eyes got kind of big, and he was like, come on, let's go. And, you know, he just rushes me to the car, and we, you know, drive off. And that's when he went to telling me, you know, he's like, you know, you ain't gonna see your Uncle Billy no more. I mean, your Uncle Willie no more. You know, he was saying things like that, like, you know, you ain't gonna see your Uncle Willie no more, and he shouldn't have fucked with me. And he started crying, saying, you know, man, I probably shouldn't have done that. And that's when I knew that my dad had killed Willie. You know, he had gave him a hot shot over some dope that Willie supposedly stole, and I don't think he stole it. Like, my dad was crazy, man. Like, you know, I would tell him he was crazy, man. I mean, he was bad. One of my fucking birthdays, bro, like, imagine this, okay? A little child, man, like, you know, probably at this time, fucking $10, $20 was the most money I've ever had at one time, you know. So it's my birthday, man, and I remember I had this tin can, bro, and everyone's giving me money. I'm talking about like 20s and 100s, 50s, you know, they're just giving me money, man. By the end of the day, I swear to you, man, I had at least $800 to $1,000, man. And I was like, I thought I was rich, you know. And one day I come home from school, and I'm talking about every time I come home from school, I check that tin can just to look at all that money. And I came in to check that tin can, and all my money was gone. I mean, I lost it, man, you know. And as I'm fucking losing my shit, you know, my mom and my sister come through the door, shopping bags. You know, I shit you not, man. They came through the door with shopping bags. So you know, I went at them like, you took my money, you know, give me my shit. And my mom's like so confused, and you know, she calmed me down. I tell her what happened, and she's like, we didn't take your money. And then my dad, he comes, and he's high as fuck, and confront about taking my money, and he said, fuck you. I was like, what the fuck, man? I mean, damn, that shit shattered me, man. That my own dad would take my money, you know. And years later, you know, as I was a teen and I learned how to crack open safety deposit boxes, I stole $3 grand from him, you know. Like, yeah, hey, I don't know, man. That's my dad, though, you know. That was my dad. But damn, man. You know, I don't really want to talk about. Can we pick up another day, man?
Sure, we can pick up another day.
Thanks, Brad, man. Thanks, Brad, man. Nice seeing you again, Brad. Okay.
This was the BradBradShaw Show. Hey.